Hello again. I'm doing a short tutorial on the hearts and flowers that I use quite a lot to embellish the little hats that I make, that you've probably seen on a previous tutorial. I'll show you first how to do the heart. I'm using double knitting yarn and a 5mm hook. I usually like to leave a long tail of yarn because it's useful for sewing the motif onto whatever garment you're going to put it on. So we start off with a slip knot onto the hook and do the first chain quite loose, followed by another 2. So we've got 3 chains all together, and then in this first chain we're going to work 3 trebles. So it's yarn over twice, into the stitch, the chain, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over twice, into the chain, pick up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. We're going to do a 3rd treble into that same chain. So we've got 3 chain and 3 trebles. We're now going to, into the same stitch, work 3 doubles. So yarn over, pick up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. We do that 3 times. We're then going to work another treble. So yarn over twice, into the stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. That's created the first half of the heart. So we're now going to do 3 doubles to correspond with the 3 doubles that we did at the other side. And then again 3 more trebles. There's 1, 2 and 3. Don't worry if the start chain becomes a little bit bigger, it'll soon pull back in tight. And then we finally finish off with 3 chains, back into that starting chain and fasten with a slip knot. Again, if you leave a long tail of yarn, it will be useful as you come to sew the motif onto a garment. So you now pull both of the tails tight and tie a knot at the back. Leave the tails of the yarn on the heart for stitching it onto the garment. So there we have a nice, easy and simple heart motif. We'll now go on to the flower. Again, I'm using a double knitting yarn and a 5mm hook. I'm going to have a long tail again for stitching the motif on. So we start with a slip knot onto the hook and we work 5 chain. Join into the first stitch with a slip stitch to form a ring. All of the stitches are all going to be worked into this same ring. So we start off with 3 chain, and then we work 3 doubles into that starting ring. So there we've got 1, 2 and 3, and work 3 chain. We're then going to slip stitch into the ring, and there's 1 petal formed. Petal number 2, 3 chain, 3 doubles, and 3 chain, slip stitch back into the starting ring. Petal number 3, 3 chain, 3 doubles, and the 3 chain to finish, which we then slip stitch into the circle. You will have to push the stitches around a little bit to make room for the next 2 petals. Petal number 4, 3 chain, 3 doubles, and 3 chain, and again slip stitch into the starting ring. And on to the 5th and final petal. We start again with the 3 chain, 3 doubles, and finish with 3 chain. Again, slip stitch into the starting circle and snip off the yarn, leaving a long tail. Pull the yarn through, pull tight, and then join the 2 ends at the back with a knot. And there you've got the 5 petal flower. You could, if you want, put a button into the middle to attach it onto the hat or the cardigan or whatever you're going to attach these onto, just to cover the ring. And there you have a nice simple flower. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If so, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.